Hey guys, welcome back to Shadow the Hedgehog. Since we finished up the neutral playthroughs last part, we're going to start the semi-good playthroughs this part, which means we get to start doing the most tedious mission in the game, Westopolis. When you got the kill things.
Are we going after the aliens or the... We're going after all the
Aliens.
aliens?
We're going after the aliens.
My
Notice how
my brother's in a really hilarious position. He's hiding in a locker. The giant zombie thing is walking back and forth directly in front of it, and he is literally staring through the grate at the lock he needs to get past. As other people unlock it, open it up, go through the door, and then it locks again.
Why are you talking about Resident Evil 6?
Oh, is that funny?
Because
Yeah.
I'm staring at my brother, and he's
What
playing.
were you
with-
saying, Gareth?
He just got eaten by the zombie monster thing.
This mission took twice as long as it took to do the one where you just got to go straight to the goal ring.
I mean, I will say, if this is me, and I'm going to imagine none of the rest of you are going to agree with me on this, but I will say the fact that you have to play through this level 10 times, I actually feel this is actually one of the better levels in the game. I mean,
Well, it is one of the better.
Only because it's beaten in your
What time
head.
are we at? I think I might be a little behind.
1:19:20.
20,
It's
21.
only... Gareth, that's only because it's been beaten in your head 10 times.
well,
It's a decent level if you just want to rush straight through. And trust me, whenever I play through this game, unless if I had to do the defeat all soldiers or defeat all aliens missions,
Yeah, to be fair, it is one of the better design levels, if only because I think they realized, okay, they're going to be playing this level a whole lot. So let's put some effort into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was even Clement who when in his playthrough, again, to go back to him, he was talking about the missions where you have to kill X amount of enemies and stuff. The fact that makes it so tedious is that, with the exception of like 1 or 2 levels, you have to get every single one of them.
Yeah,
Which
there's
just
not
makes
46.
Which just makes it incredibly tedious.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? I would assume that some people would say that, you know, you don't have to do all the levels in the game to get the ending that you yourself personally want. But if that's the argument, I really hope you didn't pay full price for this game, because you are shortchanging yourself by a fuck ton. You know, nowadays you can get this game for what, like less than $20, maybe 15,
For free
maybe?
if you legally download it.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know what we mean.
You can probably get it for like $7 in a bargain, man.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
You like nothing's. You don't have to complete all the levels in order to get the ending that you personally want. I just like to point out that you're not getting the real ending, and
No,
you should have spent your money elsewhere.
pretty much.
I got this like on the day it came out, expecting, you know.
You poor
'cause-
creature.
Well, no. Okay, here's a funny story then, because I learned never to trust billboards again because they said that it was gonna be in stores on the date. I go to Target and such, and they said, "Oh, it's not gonna be here till Thursday." And I go, "Okay." And then I see GameStop there and it says, "Oh, it's not gonna be here till Wednesday." So we decided to wait till Thursday. And by the time we get to Thursday, we go to Target and it says, "Oh, it's not gonna be here till next week." So then we go to GameStop and it's like, "Oh, we have it. It's right here."
okay, I just dropped. What did I miss?
Nothing important.
Not a goddamn thing.
Thanks.
Okay, well, I got...
Guys. Lewis, please retell that very important story of your brother playing Resident Evil, because Ted missed it.
Okay, well, since I know I got cut off in the middle of my sentence...
Oh, I guess my Target
It's
story
easy
wasn't
to-
fun.
No, it's easy to lose enemies in this level because all of the enemies are so dark looking. The soldiers are all wearing dark blue, the enemies are all black, the level's all black and dark blue. They really needed to make the aliens or the gun soldiers more distinct in order for them to stick out.
Yeah,
This is a
this
dark
is
game.
so totally racist.
Oh, shut up.
Don't go into that. Please
see,
shut up, please.
In terms of
Did,
the darkness of-
did Shadow just flip a bus over?
Yes,
Yeah.
I need to do it again.
The
was-
fuck, man?
One of the problems I have with the art design is that obviously, like, the backgrounds and most of the character, like, color palettes are incredibly dark and like kind of quote-unquote gritty, but for some reason, like the Sonic characters, they carried on the stupid shininess from Heroes, which worked fine. Which worked fine in Heroes because that game was like emulating the Mega Drive games. It was going for a more childlike, colorful approach, so it worked fine for that. But in this game, they should have gone back to the realistic textures of SA2.
I agree.
I think that's very apparent when we start getting to the arc later on. The arc levels later on, where it looks worse than SA2 somehow.
Yeah, I was going to say that graphically. No, this graphically.
They're higher polys, yeah, but
no, they're not. They're the exact same models as Heroes.
No, you were talking about SA2. I'm like, no, they're higher polys than SA2.
I still think that SA2 looks better though.
Polygons
Yeah, it does.
aren't
It does.
everything.
No, higher
For
polys
example-
higher polys generally allow you to have better animation because you can manipulate more at one time. Not the case in this one. No.
Well, no. See, I would actually argue that in terms of the in-game cutscenes, in terms of like all the ones like say SA1, SA2, Heroes, and Shadow, Shadow has the best animated in-game cutscenes. Like they still aren't necessarily that good. I mean, like, well, SA1 had like 10. Every character had 10 stock animations, and they all sucked. In SA2, like SA2 was fully animated, but most of because for some reason they did what's the word for it? They did motion capture for SA2 for some reason, and it just the characters don't like move realistically.
They're not humanly proportioned. That's why.
Exactly, but like the character movements in SA2 just look horrible. Heroes barely had any in-game cutscenes, and when they did, the characters were just walking or standing still. Shadow was one of the first games, at least for me, that just the in-game like cutscene animations looks again. It doesn't look amazing, but compared to SA1, SA2 Heroes, actually looks pretty good.
It's too
Did the
overly
level
puppet
just
for me.
loop around?
You want to know? Yeah,
You
it
have to
it loops around. You can't complete your objective the first run through. You have to do the entire level over again. No, actually, you can warp with checkpoints. Was it?
Yeah, you can warp
check-
to any checkpoint you
Yeah.
touch.
See-
Some paths you take will have you skip certain checkpoints though.
You see the thing though, when I think of this game's cutscenes animation, like the first thing that always pops into my head is Sonic. I think we'll actually see it here soon. Are we fighting against like the Black Bull?
At
now?
the end of this part, I think.
At the end of this part, I think that Sonic does that. Woohoo! Now we're talking. Bring it on! And he's doing that left, right. It's like, what the fuck did I just see?
In terms of that though, John, I will come back to that. While I agree that is kind of stupid, I like the fact that in this game they gave him that kind of reoccurring kind of like thing he does, because in other games, to me, like in terms of story point, Heroes was the start when all the characters just became kind of flat and like they just became kind of boring, and in this game to a certain extent they're still kind of dull. But just to me, I like the fact that they gave Sonic this kind of reoccurring kind of like character moment. Whenever he's about to go into a fight, he does that. And again, people who think it's stupid, I can't argue with that because it is fairly stupid. I just like the fact that they gave Sonic this kind of reoccurring thing.
Kill Shadow! But sir, he was helping our soldiers the entire time through the city. Kill
I
him
don't
anyway!
care. That's not really a healthy thing to be in a commander.
Shut up, I pay you, soldier.
Actually, you don't. The government does.
You see, I see animations like this, and I'm thinking PlayStation 1. You know, I don't
even
get.
like this guy.
I don't get PS2. I don't get,
no. The
What?
PlayStation 1 would have had drawn-on fingertips.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about how the model's constructed. I'm not talking about the overall animation.
It
You
might
know,
as
when I
well have
thi-
been drawn on because
when
the
I-
fingers don't move.
When I think of like animation, like in Sonic Adventure 2, like I get some things that immediately stick out. Like I love it. Like personally, to me, one of the best animations I think in Adventure 2 is.
Holy crap! Floating starfish.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Dude, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Where? What?
I don't understand this. Why does Black Doom tell us that you found the third Chaos Emerald when we just spent the last 15 minutes killing all of his dudes?
Because he's fucking stupid.
No, it's kind of like what Clement said. It's like no matter what, it's like he's always coming back to Shadow to help me. It's like saying like Shadow, I really need your help, even though you kicked my ass. Like, please help me. Because he's stupid, just like Lewis said.
At that point, I just want the option to have Shadow poke him in the eyeball.
I wanted the the option of shoot him dead, because that's what I actually did. I did not.
Oh, this level. Are we about to see the motorcycle in action?
Yes, we are. I do take the opportunity to ride the motorcycle.
Lethal Highway. Finally, someone realizes just how whacked out the highway constructors are in the Sonic universe.
Okay, at one point, Sonic says the line that it looks like this vehicle is deflecting bullets. So the first time I played the game, I thought, oh, I better homing attack into him. You can't beat this guy if you just homing attack into him. I think it's impossible. So that line is just a lie, and I don't have good memories of this level.
It's not a lie. He has a force field. It's just very poorly explained by Sonic.
The way he says it, the barrier's deflecting bullets. I think what he should have said was something was along the lines of, "It's going to take a lot of firepower to break through that shield," or something like that. And they just don't say that.
But to be fair, most of like the lines in this game are like poorly translated. I mean, like we haven't come to it yet, but of course, everyone's favorite line of "We're on our way to the Ark," so I guess that means we're going too. I mean, like most of the lines in this game don't make a lick of sense.
Also, count how many sentences in this game begins with "It looks like."
Okay, I'm gonna count right now.
That looks like a homing shot. That looks like a homing shot.
No!
Oh, so Sonic Generations did have an homage to Shadow the Hedgehog.
Somehow.
In
Yeah,
a weird
with
way,
Monkey.
yes.
Anyway,
Why?
okay, but if there's something positive I want to say. This sort of mission is the sort of mission that I think, I don't want the entire game to be this specific mission over and over again, but missions sort of like this, where you have an objective and you gotta keep up with the objective, you gotta go fast, is something that would fit in a game series like this, because having to track a moving object, go as fast as you can, and deal damage works for this sort of gameplay style. It really does, and it's a decent mission idea. They should have had more missions in this vein.
And then you fuck up and you gotta do the entire level over again.
Well, at least you have, but then you have the option of then at least you can get to the goal ring. There's a goal ring there, so if you fuck up, you can at least continue.
But that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
Well, then you messed up and you
If I'm going after the tank, I'm not going to say, okay, I guess I'm doing the neutral path then. No, I'm going to restart and do the hero path because that's what I was doing in the first place.
I don't think it's really that different from from getting a game over and having to start a level again. No, I think it's just you failed, you got to try again. I don't think it's really that big of a deal to start again.
This level had was a time limit. There is actually a time limit for this level. If the tank gets past a certain threshold, you have to do the level over again. And to me, I don't think they do a good job warning you about that. For as far as you know, the level loops, and you just have to, keep nuking it until the shield goes down.
I think that can be more attributed to the point that the game's written poorly than that it's a bad design point from a gameplay.
Sonic finally answered your complaint by explaining the force field.
He should have done that at the beginning of the level and
3
not
minutes
now.
into the level.
I have a question.
Did he say it looks like at any point?
I don't know.
No, he said the shield was...
Keeping a tally.
This thing can clearly fly, so why the hell does it feel a need to keep above the road for?
It's following traffic laws, even though it's
Why
nearly...
is it defending itself?
That's yeah, there you go.
Is Black Doom supposed to be in this tank?
No.
I don't know. I don't
Somehow
care.
I doubt it. Maybe his floating eyeball center is.
Oh, look
God.
at that! It's
Damn
a
it.
motorcycle. Let's get on that motorcycle.
No, get no.
It controls
That's
like
That's
ass.
not the one from the
Why are
opening
you on
cutscene.
it?
What the hell?
I'm on it because it's the motorcycle is now Shadow's signature weapon.
You are
And-
faster than the motorcycle.
And it's just vehicles in this game. If they're not something specific like the jumping tank, are incredibly underwhelming. They're good for giving you a few extra hits, I guess, but other than that,
Wow.
No wonder
That
the tank.
That
The
was
tank
an
can't defend itself.
incredibly
It's all hollow.
big explosion.
What the hell?
It just sort of fell apart like it was made of styrofoam.
It probably was. Or alien goo.
Alien invaders use spaceships made of styrofoam because it's uber economical.
Perfect.
Hey Steve, where's Mr. McFanfic?
Stop bringing him in here!
What?
I'm sorry. I'm watching Steve play Resident Evil, and I can't see Wesker Jr. anywhere.
But to Lewis's credit, there was like 10 seconds of dead air before he said that, so this called for Resident Evil 6 moment.
Or us.
At least the loading screens in this aren't that offensive.
True.
They're pretty standard.
They're fairly quick. Yeah.
I mean, it's just like some games, like Heroes, sometimes I feel like the loading goes on forever. Sonic 06, we don't even have to bring that up. So here, they're there, but they're not too bad.
Wow. Black Doom finally got it through Thick Skull that I'm not working with him.
Black Bull.
Even though he'll sick this guy on you if you help him.
What's that? Black Bull. He's trying to destroy the galaxy with his random generator. Better Falcon punch him.
I see what you did there.
Actually, weren't they deliberate? I fucking hate that animation.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Bring it on.
Animation in the franchise.
No,
so
it's
realistic,
not.
Johnny.
No, it's fucking not.
Okay, Shadow, bring it on.
God.
Who asked? I don't know who asked it, but yes, the F-Zero reference
References
is intentional.
Okay,
Because Sega and AV made F-Zero GX only like a year before.
Wasn't it Clement that put it out?
No, I knew about this way before
Oh,
Clement
yeah.
did his
Oh.
gameplay. But yeah.
Well, that's because Ryan's a massive F-Zero fanboy.
Yep.
Of course, I forget. The guy who made Johnny and Lewis torture through the F-Zero GX playthrough.
Now you can plug a controller into the second port and control the assist character, can you?
Everyone but Black Doom, Charmy, and Eggman. Which
Yeah,
means if you're
basically-
doing an evil playthrough, your friend is going to be really bored.
You're alone.
Well, only on the Xbox and GameCube version. Apparently, on the PS2 version you can't. But yeah, and flying characters you can't control either. But also,
No, you can control. Yeah. So just Charmy.
they're pretty much useless though. Apart from Sonic, all they can do is run. And I mean, like Sonic has his homing attack, but like Knuckles can't glide, Amy can't use a hammer, Rouge can't fight. They're kind of pointless. I mean, it's kind of a nice little feature, but ultimately they're kind of pointless.
Well, to be
Unless-
fair,
unless
playing
it's
as Tails in Sonic 3, having a friend play as Tails, except for when you needed to fly, it really wasn't that great either.
Yeah, it really just didn't do much of anything. Yeah, inverse colors.
Since you can't really warp
That's
in
stuff
a
I just
boss
took-
room,
kicked
they
in.
just
Yeah.
cut the time.
You look like he's
Shadow?
vomiting.
Shout out the Hedgehog in G major. I never actually heard someone try to imitate a G major symphony.
That's not G major for the record. That's just
What is
messed
it?
up sounds. I don't know what key it is. It's probably in the key of ass, but it's not in the key of G major. That's all I know.
It's the key of Satan.
I didn't know there was an ass key on a piano.
Ew.
Round ons.
Hold on, I could ask my dad because he knows pianos. If there's an ASCII in the piano.
That could explain the development process of Sonic 06. His developers fell asleep on the job and his nose was on the ass key the entire time.
Or his ass was on the ASCII.
No, you don't fall asleep on you don't sit on a key.
Who types with their ass? Can I just ask that?
Hey, if you're able to do it,
you'd
that
be
would be a really great party trick.
Unless you're armless.
You're
what
asking.
person-
You're asking who types with their ass. The answer is 4chan.
Goddamn. No, I was gonna say.
Such a stupid
Yes.
black
You don't have to say that anymore.
It's
Shadow.
Dead Shadow.
Okay. We just took the yellow Chaos Emerald from one of Black Doom's aliens. 2 levels from now, he's still gonna think we're getting the Chaos Emeralds for him.
Black Doom likes to believe the best in people. He likes to believe Shadow.
Best.
It's so,
Look,
How about the
I
worst?
know we had our hardships before, but I'm all willing to let it pass.
No. Look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret, but I'm willing to look behind that for
For world
science.
domination.
You you monster.
You whore.
What?
That's what I'm picturing GLaDOS saying right now. I don't know why. Or why it's so funny. I think this game may have broken my sense of humor at this point. But
Everything that's a bad Sonic game seems to break your brain.
yeah.
Yeah.
That and F-Zero GX.
That's what happens when you see your childhood destroyed before your eyes.